So, vielen Dank.
Thank you.
Wir fangen gleich an mit unserer Pressekonferenz. Ich erinnere
We're going
nochmal,
to
es
start
geht
off immediately with our press
Terra
conference.
Madre von
We're talking about
Ermanno
Terra
Olmi.
Madre by
Der
Ermanno
Film läuft,
Olmi.
Sowohl als Berlinale Special
The
und
film
als auch
is
im
screening as a
kulinarischen
Berlinale
Kino.
special and also as part of the Culinary Cinema series. I'd like to briefly introduce our guests. Carlo Petrini is, in a sense, the initiator of the film. He set up Slow Food.
Gianluca Farinelli,
Gianluca
Produzent
Farinelli is a
und
producer,
Leiter der Cineteca
and he's
in,
also the head
Bologna.
of the Cineteca
Ich
in
möchte noch
Bologna.
mal sagen, vielleicht das sage ich jetzt, sonst vergessen wir das später.
Something important I'd
Also
like
nach
to
der
say as well,
Pressekonferenz
after the
gibt
press
es in den
conference,
Büros von Rai Cinema
in the offices of Rai Cinema, in the Rudolf von Kleist Gasse 8, you will have an opportunity to talk to Ermanno Olmi on the phone. So after the press conference, we'll all head over there, or you can go with Carlo and Gianluca. So please feel free to put any questions you may have. And I'd like to ask Carlo Petrini, first of all, how was the cooperation between Terra Madre, Slow Food and Olmi? Was it a kind of elective affinity? Yes. The Terra Madre event is something which is held every 2 years in Turin. The first was in 2004, and then 2006 and 2008. After the first Terra Madre in 2004, I was fortunate enough to get to know Ermanno Olmi. That was thanks to Luciana Castellina. She introduced me to Ermanno in Bologna, and she also introduced me to Gianluca Farinelli. And what we were mulling over at that point in time was to record this extraordinary event. It's quite unique, bringing together thousands and thousands of communities from 153 different countries all around the globe. Fishermen, nomads, farmers, all those people who wish to produce food in a sustainal fashion and promote biodiversity. All of these people come together for 4 days to discuss topics relating to rural development, to the dignity of the farming world, defense of ecosystems, the dignity of the work of women in the fields as well. Let's not forget that accounts for more than 60% of all of the labour that is done in the fields. Women's work accounts for 60% of food production around the globe. These communities speak very different languages, and they meet together for 4 days, discuss, exchange their opinions, and they set up a planetary network which is absolutely unique. It was very important for us that this be recorded. Working together with Luciana Castellina and Ermanno Olmi, we thought first of all that it would be important to simply record this heritage, to film the event. And by the way, I'm an habitué of the Berlinale, one might say. It's the 4th time I've been here now. At the Talent Campus, there were 1,000 young people who came to find out more about the cinema, and I encouraged these young people to come and film Terra Madre and to film the communities all around the world, and many of these young people from the Talent Campus did indeed come along. Now it's quite clear that the hand of the maestro of Olmi is something very particular, very special. He's perhaps the intellectual who's best suited to this work, actually. He's focused on the anthropological world of Italy as well, with his great masterpiece, The Tree of Clogs, L'Albero degli Zoccoli, which is enormously important in documenting agricultural civilization in Lombardy, an enormously important work. In 2006, Olmi, with a number of his co-hosts came along. They filmed thousands and thousands of hours of Terra Madre, and after that, for 2 years, they attempted to summarize and condense this emotion. One of the most striking emotions you can experience is related to all of this. And with his own particular sensitivity, he worked to produce this product for us, something which would be very difficult to codify. It's not a protest film, nor indeed is it just a film raising awareness about the environment. Nor certainly is it a film that looks at the farming world in terms of, that was the good old days. On the contrary, it's a film which offers us great hope for the future, and for all of us from Slow Food and Terra Madre, who only saw the finished film a few days ago, because the maestro is very strict on these matters, and we were absolutely stunned by his unique capacity to grasp the in-depth issues of this cultural adventure and this political adventure too. So, that's the story of how it all came into being.